the halfway point from our mega Christmas series. So far, we visited Disney, Budapest, and now it's time to visit the medieval city of Prague. Over the next few weeks, we're going to show you everything there is to do and see, from the crazy cheap beer scene to the magical Christmas markets. We start this trip off exactly how we always do, with a stupidly early flight from Dublin Airport.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Guess where we are? The airport in Ireland, and it's raining. Classic, and it's... What time is it? I don't know.
4 a.m.
4:19.
3 hours of sleep. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Since it was so early, we really just weren't bothered to talk to the camera. We just stumbled our way through the airport, grabbed a coffee, chilled out for a bit. We were kind of early for our flight. We live pretty close to the airport, so we usually don't arrive at the airport like 2 hours before. We kind of arrive like an hour and a half before, but because it was so early, the queues were really short. If you've watched us for a while, you'll know that we kind of take Ryanair pretty much any time we fly in Europe. Being based out of Dublin, they're pretty much always the cheapest option no matter where you're flying to. And to save a little bit more cash, we decided to not pay for seat selection, so we ended up sitting at opposite ends of the plane again. By the time we took off, it was still pitch black. Now, it is the winter time, but for it to be at this point like probably 6 and it's still this dark is pretty crazy. We both then just took a little nap, and before we knew it, the sun had rose and we were about 30 minutes away from Prague. The flight coming in was pretty nice, pretty uneventful. Nice little view out the window though coming in, which was nice. We then landed and noticed that the temperature drop was pretty huge. I'd say about a 10 degrees difference between Dublin and Prague. After getting past security, we decided to stick with the budget option and took the local AE bus into the centre of the city. You can use card, you don't need to buy a ticket beforehand. It's about 100 Czech. I'm gonna have to look up what the currency is. Or if you want to get a taxi, it's about 600-700 depending where you're going in the city. But yeah, you don't need to buy a ticket beforehand. You can just buy on the bus, use your card. It's pretty easy. It was about a 20-30 minute drive into the city. It was pretty packed out and there's not a lot of room for your bags. There is the overhead bin, but it doesn't seem to really fit a suitcase. It kind of only fits like a backpack. So if you can get there a little bit early to secure a seat like we did, probably for the best. We're in Prague. Walking to our hotel at this time is actually so nice because Prague was like only starting to wake up. The only issue is, because it is still so early, we weren't able to check in. We're staying here at the Grandium. Is that what it's called? Hang on. Yes, the Grandium Prague. We didn't know this until we got there, but it's actually one of the best hotels in Prague. One thing you might not know about Prague is that the hotel prices are actually really reasonable, especially compared to some other major cities in Europe. This is considered a 5-star hotel, and I can't remember the exact amount that we paid, but I know we paid less than we usually would on a Europe trip. Usually when we go on a Europe trip, we go for about 2 nights, and we stayed in this place for 3 nights, and it was still less than staying in like Dublin in an average hotel for 2 nights. So yeah, we just tried to kill some time, take a short stroll around Prague. Classic. Get some coffee. Megan wanted to do some Christmas shopping. I had no interest. I think you're Hilary Duff or something.
What?
Try to... This sounds weird, but try to actually stay away from the Christmas markets so that we could enjoy them when we were wide awake, refreshed and reset. But they were pretty much everywhere all over the city, so we did stumble across them a few times.
If I was a shot, you grumpy face.
Your head just popped right here. Where are we going now, you?
Food. And it's in the main square, which means...
You know this one. This scallywag over here.
yeah.
And then, I'm sorry, I do hate to say this, I'm going to blame Megan on this. However, I did deep down a little bit want to go as well. We then went to Megan's favourite restaurant. I'm not even going to say it. Went into a little bit of a food coma.
Super culture. Super culture.
Was able to check into our room and then passed out, ready to explore Prague the next day.
What?
Good night, sweet prince.
So excited to try this.
How are you starting your day, boss?
Of course. Will I say the time?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is 2:15. It's fine. so
We
fun.
needed a lie-in.
I
You would have heard it on the voiceovers on the way
have been
over here.
studying really hard. Fion's been working literally like 18 hours a day, so we needed it. So anyway.
I think I got about 3 to 2.5 hours sleep
Yeah.
the night before we arrived. So
We're starting our day. Well, we're starting my day with coffee, and it's a Starbucks. But I have an excuse for this one because it's a Starbucks Reserve. What the difference between a Starbucks Reserve and a regular Starbucks is?
first of all, we didn't know what a Starbucks Reserve was.
No,
didn't
we walked in. Did we know it was a Starbucks? Yeah, we did. Yeah,
I knew it
we
was a
did.
Starbucks. We just didn't know what
And
the
then
Reserve
when
was
you go in,
about.
it's like mahogany, black. Just really like, I don't know, it is really different. Anyway, so we looked up what a Starbucks Reserve is, and basically it's like
An elite version of the Starbucks
yeah.
chain, and there's only like what, like
it kind of
8
makes
in the
no
world
sense,
or
'cause
something
it's
like that.
It's kind of saying like regular Starbucks is shit without saying regular Starbucks is shit. Anyway, so it's basically
A premium.
coffees
I don't know if
around
is the
world.
price the same.
Just tapped in my.
At my
The
card.
coffees are, no, your money on my card. The coffees are from like around the world, and that's the whole thing of a Starbucks Reserve. Like the beans are prepared differently or something like that. There's 7 in the world, this being one of them, and the others are here.
And there's only 2 in Europe. Milan and Prague.
So if you want to insert them here. Yeah, Milan and Prague. We didn't go to the one in Milan. We didn't
When we
even see
were
it.
there, yeah,
Anyway,
we didn't because we didn't know they existed.
So, in order to directly compare them, I got my critical brain on. I got a white mocha because I always get a white mocha. So, let me tell you what the difference
I
is.
can promise you that it's going to be the exact same.
It is nicer. It is actually nicer, but it is more coffee. It's nicer. It is nicer. It doesn't taste like a Starbucks. But then, so I'm gonna guess the syrup is the same. This is probably really boring if you don't like coffee. But anyway, it's really good. It's really delicious. It's more coffee than
We
Starbucks.
just thought we'd go because there's 2 in Europe and we happen to be literally our hotel's around the corner, so
Yeah.
we thought we might as well
Right,
give it a shot.
let's
Now we're on to
a Christmas shop.
a very famous Christmas shop. Sun is already setting. Isn't that cray cray? Megan, is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Is that Iron Man? Is that Iron Man by 2? Oh.
So good.
Iron Man.
Did you get it?
Yes, I get it. What? No, wait. What is it that he says? Go on, do.
World peace.
No, with 2 hands.
I got reserve in my hand.
Oh, he just invented world peace. You.
I found Christmas decorations.
If you wait, come here. If you guys ever want to know what Megan is like first thing in the morning, it's that guy. A little bit.
You're funny, yeah.
Yeah, funny. Yeah.
Right, I found this. I found this slide, but I'm pretty sure it's just for kids. But I had to give it a go.
The struggle.
That was a lot faster than I
Such a kid.
I love it. That was fun. Come on, please do it.
No.
You'll enjoy it.
No.
You will.
Idiot. No.
Alrighty, that's the end of this vlog. We'll be back next week with a full look at what to do and see in Prague. And of course, we promise lots of Christmassy vibes. If you've missed any of our previous Christmassy Disney or Budapest vlogs, make sure to check out the playlists in the comments below. See you all very soon. Bye!